Hi, I'm Kate Hemmings and I'm pleased to welcome you to the August issue of Crafts Beautiful magazine. I'm joined by Corinne Bradd, who's going to demonstrate one of her favourite projects from this issue. Hi Corinne.
Hello Kate. Yeah, today I'm going to show you how to make some paper architecture cards.
Okay, sounds impressive.
It does. Well, Janet Wilson has come up with these designs and you have a beautiful oriental card.
That is lovely. I
here.
love the shine on that.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. These are star form stitch stickers. Not easy to say. What you do is you place it onto the paper and then you stitch through it with a metallic thread. But when you open it up, you have these beautiful kimonos.
That's
inside.
amazing. Are these just peel-offs around here as well?
I mean, peel-offs have come so far since the days of, happy birthday at 45 degrees on a card. But these are lovely. I mean, they really look like
they finish it off
gold work
beautifully, don't they?
So she's made a selection of cards. I know you quite like this one.
That is my absolute favourite. I just think it's so intricate and detailed.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe that was a peel-off sticker and you've
Well,
just
no,
literally
you wouldn't.
cut it out.
But it is very easy. You cut it out with a scalpel, and one of the best tips is if you're going to cut out a design like this, you cut out the pieces on the inside first of all because it preserves the strength of the paper.
Okay.
And then you do the outline.
That's
but
beautiful.
they're very simple to make.
Really? They look really complicated.
No, they're
okay.
fine. If you take a peel-off sticker, as I say, Starform do a whole range here of oriental designs. This is a kimono.
I absolutely love the colours of that. What have you used to colour those in?
Surprise, surprise, Sakura pens again.
The old favourites?
Yes, with the pale blue and the pale green, I've used a souffle pen, which goes on like a normal gel pen, and then it dries to an almost a very pale finish. And then this is done with a metallic gel pen. And you wouldn't believe that was just coloured in.
No, it's so smooth.
Because it does look like pearlised card, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. So what do you do once you've coloured it in?
What you need to do is you need to cut it out, and you need two of them. Okay,
so
that they'll go back to back.
What are these here? Do you have to draw those on before you cut them out?
These are the tabs, yeah. If you can find a suitable place on your peel-off to do your tabs, because you'll need something to hold it to the bottom of the card.
Right.
So I'm just going to cut around the outside.
I like your scissors. They're a bit snazzy.
Well, use scissors. These are Janome. These are paper cutting scissors.
Okay.
And they are fantastic. I mean, they're really, really sharp.
I must admit, I just like the colour, but I'm sure they're very good as well.
You and colours. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that there's a tab cut at the top because you need to hold the two pieces together like a hinge at the top.
So you don't necessarily need to cut these out of a craft knife?
No. In fact, I'd recommend scissors. To be honest with you, you get a much better line.
Really?
With scissors, yeah, because with a craft knife, unless you are really, really good with a craft knife, you're going to be stopping and starting. But with a pair of paper cutting scissors, you can just do the whole lot.
Okay.
You would need to do a craft knife if you were cutting out sort of the intricate bits on the inside of a design. But I mean, these cut right up to the very end.
You can see
some
that.
scissors you get, they just sort of stop a couple of mil away from the end.
So you just have to cut the shape out with the tabs?
Yeah. Make sure you keep the tabs on there. I'm glad you said that, because actually I nearly cut the tab off the bottom just then. Would have been good.
That's why you don't mix chatting with your crafting. No. It can be disastrous.
Well, no, I think, once you've got the hang of this, because it is a really, really simple technique, and in effect it's just another sort of pop-up card, but it does look really, really effective. You don't just have to stick to oriental designs. If you can find something that's got a mirror image on the peel-off sheet. I mean, some of the fashion designs that they do.
Yeah, they do like lovely hats and like 50s style prom dresses. There's some beautiful peel-offs.
They're really lovely, sort of elephants and things like that you've got a mirror image.
Then you can do it with that.
Yeah.
So it's quite versatile then. There's a lot you can make with it.
As I say, with peel-offs, it's one of those things that you try or I've tried to avoid using peel-offs in the past.
I must admit I do, because I never quite know what to do with them as well.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, there's so much you can now do with them because the designs are so clever. And especially with the stitching as well, it's, you can mix techniques with it. Okay, so I've finished cutting this.
Okay, so now you've got the two.
I'm just going to give you these odd scraps of paper so you can look after them. If you just bend these tabs up, what I'd recommend you do is place your kimonos back to back to check that they fit perfectly.
And if not, you can give them a quick trim.
Once you've bent one lot of tabs, make sure you bend the other lot of tabs the same sort of distance.
Okay.
Okay, otherwise you'll end up with a lopsided pop-up.
And nobody likes that.
Nobody likes that. Okay. So you need to glue this tab to there.
Okay.
With a dry glue stick, because that will dry quite quickly. Okay, just a little dot of glue on here. Okay.
So you just match them up?
Match it up.
You've left a little gap there. Is that just for the fold?
It's just really for the fold, yeah, because you will need to, again, just adjust it to make sure that they're completely back to back. Okay?
Yep.
Then if you cut yourself a card blank, and make sure that the card blank is long enough to accommodate the whole of the kimono when it's closed, so it doesn't poke out the top of it.
You can hide it.
Yeah. I've drawn a couple of guidelines on here so that I can position the bottom tabs straight across the bottom of the card. Oh.
Okay, do you just rub those out afterwards?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put glue on both of it, and I found the easiest way to do this is position one set of tabs, like this,
Okay.
and then fold the card
Oh.
over, and it will automatically stick the other set of tabs so that you know your card will be flat. And hopefully, when you open it up, it should stand up.
Look at that. I'm really impressed. That looks amazing. And then do you just finish it off?
Well, what you do, if you cut some card that will then fit into the base of the card to cover your tabs up, yes,
And
you
then you
would
get a
normally
really neat
normally
finish.
rub the pencil lines out, but I'm not going to because I know that if I rub on this table, everything will fall over.
Yes.
As has
That
happened in the
could be a
past, yes.
disaster.
So, cover up your all ends. The card that I've used for the kimono, don't make it too thick. I mean, use nice thick quality card for the rest of the card, but you know, the bulkier it is, the more...
It needs to be a bit flexible,
yeah, it needs
doesn't
to be
it?
quite flexible. And then you can just decorate it with a series of peel-offs. I mean, you've got some lovely sort of bamboo peel-offs on here that you can go across
So
the
just
bottom
around
of
the
the
edge
card
of the
with.
panel.
Yeah, just to really decorate.
And of course on the front.
Yes, I won't bother decorating the front of it today because I
No,
haven't got
that's
time
a
to
whole
stitch.
other demonstration.
That's a whole other kettle of fish. But you know, they've got things like these lucky coins, so they work really, really well. And don't just stick to traditional oriental colours. You can do a great pink and
That
orange
looks
one.
lovely. I'm really impressed. I think that's such a clever thing to do.
Yeah.
You did say it was simple, but I didn't quite believe you,
No,
and now I
they
do.
do look really effective, don't
They
they?
do. They're beautiful. Fantastic. Now, talking of beautiful things, you want to
Yes.
show off the new
I want to
backing papers
show,
of
yeah,
Craft
the free
Beautiful.
gift. I mean, these are lovely. These are real 1950s kitchen, you know, the buttermilk colour cabinets.
Yeah, the kind of retro
Yeah,
look that's
it's
back now.
beautiful. And Amanda Walker's really gone to town. She's made a lovely little good luck pencil pot for a new job.
I like this
I
little
do.
notebook. She's just used the numbers and then she's just embellished it with text blocks and a bit of ribbon
Well,
and
yeah, there's a
felt.
bit of stitching and felt and the ribbon. It does go. I mean, the colour combination is fantastic.
It is great. And we've also got a free A5 character cards book with
Oh,
Craft Beautiful
yes.
this issue with free motifs in it as well, so look out for that. Now, this is one of my favourite projects here by Jules Gems.
Yeah,
I know you
isn't
like
lovely?
that as
The
well.
tropical colours on that are beautiful.
It is fab. I mean, she's wrapped wire there, I believe, as you said.
Yeah, I think what she's done is she's taken wire, wrapped it on itself, and then she's coiled it around like a, you know, you can get these coil bead makers.
Yep.
So what's happened is not only have you got the coil, you've got some facets on it. So it goes really well with the Swarovski that she's got on there.
Yeah, and it really catches the light, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I know this is one of your favourites,
I
and
love
this is
that.
by Helen Phillips, and it's
Yeah.
an ice cream theme, which I think is
That's why I love
beautiful.
it.
The colours are like ice cream colours, aren't
Yeah.
they? They're absolutely fab.
What's nice is the way that she's used those ice cream motifs, and she's done it on all of the cards, but they're really quick and simple motifs. And don't just keep it to card making. I mean, you can applique sort of baby's towels and toweling robes and
There's
all
so
sorts
many
of things.
things you can do, aren't
Once
there?
you've mastered cross stitch, you can sit there and just little panels look really effective.
Now, we've got a bit of a foodie theme going on here because we've got Sharon Bennett's gorgeous cherries project as well, which I absolutely love. I mean, that's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the detail on that.
She's so clever with her motifs because they're very simple, but they look so effective. You know, the way that she's got the highlights on it and the different colours on the leaves, but they look beautiful.
They do, and she scanned the motifs into the computer and then printed them out to create her own backing papers as well, which is a really nice idea.
And they look really good. And also, I mean, the colours have come out really... I mean,
They have.
Personal printers now have come on so far. I mean, you take some of the Canon printers, which are excellent, and the print quality is brilliant. So, especially if you're going onto a download site where you can download free papers, if you've got a rubbish printer, they look awful, but they are really excellent.
They're fab. We've also got some brilliant features for you to look out for as well. We've got dolls' houses,
Oh, yes.
look at the world in miniature,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well as a 10-minute guide to beading. So if you don't want to make jewellery, but you want to try some other techniques, definitely look out for that one. And my favourite, which is on sewing and stitching, so making clothes, that
Yes,
kind
I
of
thought
thing.
that'd be up your street.
I love all that.
Is there a competition prize on that
Yes,
as well?
you can win a Brother Sewing Machine, so
Oh,
that's
fantastic.
definitely one to look out for. That's all we've got time for here today. Thanks for coming by, Corinne.
Thanks
I
for
love
having
that
me.
demonstration, that was great. When you've read your Craft Beautiful cover to cover, make sure you come along to www.craftbeautiful.com where you can enter competitions, enjoy free downloads and see the full video archive. Until next time, happy crafting.